Hi Virgo, welcome to your September 2020 He Said, She Said reading. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your reading. I'm not going to spend too much time here because the overall energy is fairly similar. I'm going to really focus on this energy of the star, but it's the star in reverse, the star, the darkest side of the star. Now, when of course we think about the dark star, well, it's the stars that are blocked, right? It feels like the light's gone out. Maybe there's a feeling around this of less hope, or diminishment of hope, a diminishment of what you want to achieve. So it feels like a pessimistic kind of attitude, keeping yourself blocked off, resisting what is around you, keeping yourself in a place where you feel closed off because you're trying to protect yourself. It feels too vulnerable. Like if we think of the star card when in the traditional way with the Rider-Waite, it's the naked lady, right? Vulnerability. So it feels like you're trying not to be vulnerable, but during that time you're making it seem like you're strong, rigid, have it together, but it's because this energy of self-protection around you, which is blocking the gifts from reaching you, Virgo. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Le Vampire Oracle.
It's the card of knowledge. It's about study, learning and education. And one of you looks like you might be engaged or will engage in some sort of course of study.
So let's see where this goes. Wisdom gained through knowledge. We have at the bottom of the deck for you the Six of Wands.
And here I have the Ace of Cups.
So achievement, victory, it feels like accomplishment, but yet it's blocked. It feels like a creative block. Virgo, before I get started, I just wanted to spend a minute of your time here talking about my new channel memberships. What those are, well, you can check out the details by clicking on the join button below or looking in the descriptions box. I have a couple of different tiers at the moment. I'll be adding more as I go along. But at the $4.99 level, what that is you can have access to all of my YouTube readings earlier. So early access to all of the readings, including the He Said, She Said readings. Not only do you get the early access, you also get all of the signs at once. So no waiting. So if you'd like to become a member of my Gypsy Insights team, get to know me better and I get to know you, then please do join the channel and become a supporter. I'd love to have you along. Okay, Virgo, let's get started with your energy here. One more shuffle for you, and here we go. We'll start with the status of this relationship, how you feel about the person, the strengths, the challenges, advice, what to do, what not to do, what's hidden or unexpected, and the potential outcome.
Okay, status of the relationship, how this person views you, Virgo, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, the outcome, what's hidden, and the outcome if nothing changes.
So let's see what we have for you. Ten of Swords, yeah. Well, is it any wonder you're feeling vulnerable? Because it feels to me like there's been some kind of a painful ending.
Possibly a betrayal as well, on top of that.
So it feels like hurt's been inflicted. It feels like, one more thing, right? It feels very overwhelming, this ending. But the good news that I'm sensing around this is that this is the final time. The last time you'll have to experience this kind of event.
Yeah, one thing about that Ten of Swords is that if you look in the distance, you can see a new day is dawning.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Status of the relationship over here. We have the Seven of Wands. So it's a very defensive kind of energy that we're seeing on this side.
Let's see how you are viewing the other person. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you see them as resistant. I do think that you have offered kindness, support, been supportive of this person in some way, and yet it's been thrown back at you. You almost feel like it attacked because of your kindness or your generosity. And it's because this person is it's a shielding energy that I'm picking up around them.
All right. Over here we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse is how they're seeing you. So that's your energy, that's your card too, Virgo, being a Pentacle card. The King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who feels a bit put upon. There's somebody who is not confident in the way that they're handling their things that are earthbound, to be more materialistic, money kind of situations, and the things that are involved in real life.
It almost feels like, Richard, this is someone who is in need of support, possibly monetary, but I feel it's more than that, doesn't want to seek support because they don't want to show their vulnerable side, right? And so is closing themselves off to support, saying, I'm okay, I'm fine, I don't need help. It feels like that. It could be you, Virgo, could be the other way around. Either side can resonate, and of course, if you're cross-watching, this could be Virgo that you're dealing with. The strengths here is the King of Cups. That's that supportive energy. It's love here. It's love, but it's being rejected. It's support, it's compassion, it's care, but yet it's being deflected.
Okay, so let's look over here at strengths. The Hanged Man in reverse. So it's a very much a stagnant energy, waiting around.
It almost seems like someone's playing the martyr. Like, I don't know, I'm good, I'm good, I'm fine, but yet it's all very self-indulgent, self-pity as well. You know, when we talk about the card of Oblivion here, this feels to me like self-pity. There's something like dark reflection. Like, it looks like a solitary energy, sorrowful emotions. But these kinds of emotions, if they're left too long, they can turn into self-pity and martyrdom.
Yeah, it can fester, really.
It's festering. It's festering kind of darker emotions that are not being dealt with. Let's see, the challenge, the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's all about releasing those emotions, letting that go, moving on from whatever has caused this state.
Okay, looking over here at the weakness, we have the Chariot in reverse. Again, it's interesting that the strength and the weakness are pretty much the same thing here.
Yeah.
So this person does seem to be not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Not moving in any particular direction.
Yeah.
Stagnant.
They're very closed off. If you look at this woman, you'll see there's movement all around her, but she's blind to it. She's turning her back to the flowers. She's turning her back to life. And she's closing her arms and saying, you know what, no. Now that of course is the classic pose of not wanting to show our vulnerabilities, right? Not wanting to show our pain, not wanting to show how we're feeling to others. That's the energy that I'm getting. Now, the strengths here, or rather the advice on what to do, we've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Well, in this case, it's about, we've got a couple here, King and the Queen of Cups. The strength is allowing the other person to come forward with an expression of emotion. It takes two to tango, though, because I get that there's one person here that's completely closed off, doesn't speak about their emotions, although it's there. And the other person, I feel, is maybe the emotions become too overwhelming.
Yeah, with that King of Cups there as being the strength on your side, Virgo, I think you're the one who's actually willing to come forward and speak about your emotions, whereas this person seems to be very closed off.
Yeah.
But I know those oracles are on your side there, but I think it's because you're dealing with that.
Yes.
Okay, let's look over here at what this person should keep doing. We've got the Queen of Cups. Well, the thing is that they need to show their emotions, right? This person over here needs to show their emotions.
Yeah.
The thing is, over here, I think this Queen of Cups in reverse, it's kind of like you need to be more accepting of this person's show of emotions and not try and elicit their show of emotions by showing your emotions. It's almost like, if you show your side, they're going to feel like they don't have to.
Yeah.
But there has to be some sort of give and take here. We see that there with that Six of Pentacles in reverse as well. It's like you're the one who's giving everything, and this person here is just take.
Yeah, it feels like that. It feels very much when we talk about knowledge, right? That it's about enlightenment, it's about wisdom. So with Hangman energy, it's about seeing things from other people's perspectives.
Yeah, from
putting ourselves in the other person's shoes and saying, okay, why is that person reacting that way, or why are they not showing me that they care, or why are they not letting me in? It's all of the knowledge that's available there for you, and it's not reacting in it from an emotional place, like that person is rejecting me, right? So I'm going to become overly emotional and become dramatic. It's not about that. It's about feeling the emotion but controlling it,
but being ready to be a receptor of emotion from somebody else, being prepared to get that.
Let's see what you shouldn't do. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Well, that's beating yourself up energy, berating yourself, self-criticism.
Yeah, taking the blame for the situation when it's not your blame. I feel like you've done all you can here, Virgo, and it's, you've at some point, you've got to take your hand off the wheel and just say, well, I've done all I possibly can here. I've got to let this person come to me.
Yeah, it's not about allowing someone to use you or to abuse you because of what they're going through.
That's exactly right.
It's fine to have the knowledge of, that person's dealing with a lot of difficult things in life, and just allowing them to act badly towards you. You can't do that. I think you have to put an end to that kind of behavior, because you're no one's punching bag, and you're certainly not going to be, while you want to be helpful towards someone and show them that you care, you don't want to be this person's kind of what they throw stuff at, like project things at you. It's not your role, Virgo.
No, it's not. This is not. I don't get the sense that this is your problem to solve either.
No.
Okay, looking over here, High Priestess in reverse is what this person shouldn't do. This is a lack of self-awareness. That's what I see over here for this person. So they need to be more self-aware. They need to bring out the things that are hidden. They need to present to you, Virgo, what's going on, instead of hiding it away.
Yeah. The thing with the Hangman too, especially with the Queen of Cups, can be about pleasing others. There's a feeling here of trying desperately to please someone who can't be pleased. And as a result, hitting your head against a brick wall and saying, why isn't this working? I'm showing them that I care, I'm showing them that I love them, and yet this person is still not getting it.
Yeah, they're like a bottomless pit or a black hole. No light escapes a black hole. So, you're providing all this light and it's just getting sucked in.
Yeah. What's hidden here? We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, this is about blockage. It's an interesting energy, because with this card, it speaks, this one here actually, the energy around this is feeling a huge sense of relief when you discover what destiny has in store. So there's a feeling around this of exhaustion, trying too hard to please others, a need to look after yourself, and following your heart, seeking what makes you happy. Symbolically, violins represent the ability to achieve more. So there's an energy here of following a new path, and this huge sense of relief when you discover what destiny has in store. So there is an energy of destiny here, but something's blocking that destiny, and I feel it's the person here that's closed off, that is seeing life in very bleak ways.
Yeah, I think this is the closed off person over here, Virgo. All right, let's look over here. We have Two of Swords as what's hidden. This person is on the fence. They haven't decided what they want to do.
Yeah.
They could be, they haven't decided what to do with their life.
Yeah.
It could also be you, Virgo, that wants to engage in some sort of area of study.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the outcome. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. Well, that's not following your heart. That's keeping closed off. This feels more like someone who's doing stuff for others rather than doing things for themselves.
Yes, I get that as well.
Where that person is more about themselves, I think.
Yeah, taking.
But maybe necessarily so. You know? I'm not seeing necessarily that's a bad thing.
But they still need to show, I think they need to show more appreciation to you, Virgo. They certainly need to open themselves up more.
Yeah.
And be more self-aware.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look over here. We have the Sun in reverse as the outcome. I see that as being delayed happiness. You know, I think they're going to come out of this at some point, Virgo. It's just going to take some time. They're in this sort of stagnated kind of realm right now. And I think they will be in that take for a little while. But eventually, the Sun is never a bad card, even in the reverse. It means that at some point the Sun will come out.
You know, Virgo, for you, I get a very strong sense of love, but love that isn't returned. I think you really need to look at what isn't being returned, where you're not getting a payoff, where you're giving too much and you're not receiving what you want back. Now, I think you just want love. You just want you want to have someone receptive to you.
You know, the answer here might be, Virgo, you turning off the spigot.
Yeah.
You know, just denying,
focusing on yourself for a bit.
Yeah, maybe going back to school, engaging in some course of study, and leaving this person to themselves for a while. Let them come back to you, because that's what they're being called on to do here.
Yeah.
But I think you need to turn off the spigot.
So we'll see where this goes in the extended, guys. I hope that you join us if this is resonating. The link is down below in the descriptions box. If you'd prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and a comment. That would be fantastic. If you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you as part of the team. Please do subscribe. And guys, don't forget about the channel memberships. You can click on the join button for more information. Of course, if this one isn't resonating, it can be reversed, or if you're cross-watching, it could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. If it doesn't resonate at all, it's a general reading, won't resonate with everyone. Please be sure to check out our self-repair playlist, and there you'll find the readings that are done in this style, but they're not a sign or time dependent. So when you're led to them is when you're meant to be viewing them.
We have about 50 of them so far.
And more to come, Virgo, so please do check those out. Again, if this one's resonating, don't forget to join us in part 2. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, clarifying everything on the table and looking at some Lenormand cards as well. So wishing you the best here, Virgo. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you again very soon.
Thanks, Virgo. Goodbye and good luck.